I've seen videos of Ruffalo with his Hulk displacement suit, and I was like, "Oh my God, could you imagine having to wear that?"
My first question for you is my first question is actually for Robert. Robert, the character that you play in this show, Peacemaker's dad, he's a real piece of work, to put it lightly. What was it about this project, this role, this director that made you want to do the show?
Well, it's James Gunn. It's getting to meet him. Genuinely a great guy. We met on a Zoom meeting, and he kind of sold me on the idea of what he was trying to create. Certainly fun to sort of take a bite out of such a despicable character. And I just got caught up in the whole euphoria of the spirit of the show and what it was about. So exciting to be a part of, and I'm glad he thought of me for this.
I am too. I'm a huge James Gunn fan, and I'm so glad that you're in this show, Robert. I'm always happy whenever I'm watching anything and I see or hear you, sir. It was such a delight to get you to see you in this show. You were awesome.
God bless you, Hector. Thank you, sir.
Playing dress up again?
Oh, yeah, you wish it was dress up.
Is that a threat?
No, I don't threat, I just do.
Peter, my next question is for you. Peter, I just want to fanboy out for a second. I have loved comics and the DC world since I was a child. And I want to say, I know plans have shifted. I was really looking forward to The Trench. I was really looking forward to Ava's New Gods film. So I want to ask, with the future of the DC superhero characters in film and television, how are you feeling? How's Warner Brothers feeling? How much of those potential future plans include characters from the Suicide Squad and Peacemaker?
Listen, I feel great about what DC is up to now. I mean, I love the lineup. I love that you got Matt Reeves Batman. I love that you have Black Adam. I love that you got Muschietti doing the Flash.
Yeah.
Obviously, you got Sandberg and Wan back with Shazam and Aquaman. So, to me, it's an incredibly vibrant time at DC. And I love the fact that for the first time ever, I think, the filmmaker who created the movie, James Gunn, also did the spinoff, wrote all 8 episodes, directed 5 of the 8. Like, that to me is extraordinary. And that's real news in my mind. You didn't get Chris Nolan or, Jon Favreau or anybody creating the series that comes from the movie they created. So to me, I think DC is doing a lot right now. And I think that this, next 18 months is going to be a really sweet one.
It's so exciting for sure. Steve, did you miss wearing the displacement suit during Peacemaker? Did you miss that? Did you ever wear it for old time's sake at some point?
Nice to talk to you again. No, I didn't miss the I missed King Shark. I loved playing King Shark. The displacement suit was the roughest part of that. It was like wearing a 40-pound girdle. No, it was, I'd be happy to do it again in a heartbeat. But I was very excited to get to come in and give John Economos some more depth over the actual run of a series.
Yeah,
Hector, we didn't actually need that displacement suit. We just it was completely useless from a VFX perspective. We just like to make Steve wear it.
I've seen videos of Ruffalo with his Hulk displacement suit, and I was like, oh my God, could you imagine having to wear that?
That's so great. Question for Robert and Steve. I have to ask about these opening credits.
Oh, yeah.
This show has opening credits that are unskippable. I've never thought about skipping them. They are brilliant. What was it like filming that? Were you guys just cracking up constantly? What was that like?
I was feeling the pressure, man. I was so worried I was going to be the guy to screw it up for everybody. And did I rehearse enough? And oh my God, and this, so I was sweating it.
Listen, Robert, I'm not just saying this because I'm talking to you, but I think you have some of the best moves. You've got this amazing hip thrust. You came out looking great.
Well, Mr. Gunn, he gave me that specifically, and he really showcased it in a way that I'm very appreciative.
Yeah, I wasn't cracking up while we were shooting. I was really concentrating. I didn't want to. I didn't want to be the one who blew it. I mean, I think the biggest problem for anyone while we were shooting it was people kept smiling.
Yes.
We're
And
laughing.
James is like, no, I want you just completely blank faced.
Yeah,
But people
my God.
kept smiling because it was like so incredible to be there and be doing that.
Yeah, it looked hilarious. That makes sense to me that people continued to smile, but everybody had such great stoic faces. It was great.
You know what I love about it too, Hector, if I may real quick, is the fact that when it stops and you can kind of see us all kind of faintly moving, we're just all kind of hanging. It's great.
Yeah, breathing.
It's really great. Peter, question for you, the sort of bigger picture of it all. How did this come about? You were talking about, getting the director to do the spinoff series. Did James pitch this to you? Did HBO Max pitch this to you going, we were looking for a series. Who do you have in mind? And you went, I'm sure that James has got something. I mean, how did it originate?
It all came out of a conversation I had with Walter Hamada at DC. I said, if we had an idea for, like an 8-episode series with one of these characters, do you think there'd be an appetite for it? And he said 100%. And I went to James and I said, if you could pick any character to do a series, what would it be? And he thought about it for a second and basically came back with 8 scripts written. He really wrote it all kind of before we all committed to it. Like he had a very narrow window to do it if he was going to do it before Guardians of the Galaxy. So he knew, exactly what he wanted to do. And he said to HBO Max, if we can do this, then let's do it. And they just jumped on board from day one and never wavered.
Now, I heard a rumor that originally James Gunn pitched it as the Economos show, and HBO Max said, "Can you get Cena? Can you at least get Cena?" Is that true, Steve?
I can tell you that is categorically false.
Oh, okay. Okay, great.
It would have been the Economos show if John Cena played John Economos.
Yeah, I agree.
Then it could have been
Yes,
the Economos
there you
show.
go. Yeah, totally.
That would have been great.
Be straight with me, man. I'm a dick vampire, aren't I?
No, you're not a dick vampire. You're just a dick.
I actually, Steve, real question for you. I learned, I don't know if this is true or not. Did you go to military school as a kid? Is that true? And
I spent 2 years. I went to the school where they filmed the movie Taps. Valley Forge Military Academy. It is it's where J.D. Salinger went to school, and it's the basis for Pensy Prep and Catcher in the Rye.
Wow. Did any of that factor into you playing this guy working for a shadowy government agency, John Economos? Did any of that come into play?
Absolutely none of it.
Cool. Okay. Well, that's my time, gentlemen. It has been so great talking to all three of you. Huge fan. Have a great rest of your day. Thank you so much.
Bye, Hector.
Thank you, Hector.